I'm up here at the Knicks practice facility in Westchester, and about 2 hours ago, we were talking to some players. We asked Jalen Brunson about his series thus far and his thoughts on the shots that he's getting. And he was asked about a specific defense and how he could adjust to it. I thought his answer here was interesting. We're going to hear it right now.
I mean, the easy answer is just I need to adjust, and I need to be more poised, and just understand what they're doing, and just honestly just flat out be better. It's just there's no gimmicks to it. It's just Jalen, you need to be better, and it's plain and simple.
CP, you've watched Jalen Brunson since he's been in New York, and you know what he's done. What's your concern level right now with his play going into Game 3?
Not as concerned, just based on the play of the supporting cast. Look, the wing matchup is always going to be tough for Jalen Brunson. We've seen it over the last 2 years. Wings will give him trouble. The difference is now with Philadelphia is that not only does he have to deal with the wing at the point of attack, once he gets past that wing, he's got Joel Embiid manning the middle. And so I think that puts Jalen Brunson in a situation where he's got to think a bit, or he's got to take a bit more time to make a decision whether or not that wing is going to recover off the screen and block a shot, or can he take Embiid to the rack. And so, to give Philadelphia a lot of credit between Oubre, Tobias Harris, Nicholas Batum, they've done a good job of pressuring the ball, limiting his airspace, and keeping him at bay in off-ball situations. Another thing for Jalen Brunson, he has had opportunities where he can get into his pull-up jumpers. They just haven't been hitting. The touch around the rim just has not been there. So as Jalen Brunson said, he just has to stick with it and stick with the game plan. The Knicks have to continue to try to force those mismatches. And when they do have it, because there will be small windows of opportunity, he has to cash in on it. So I'm hoping that Game 3 will be it for him, because he needs to step up and help this team close this out.
Marc Spears, you have a great feature that you did on Jalen Brunson on ESPN's Andscape, and certainly go check that out. You can find it on the website. You can find it on Marc's Twitter page at Marc J. Spears. Marc, what did you learn about Jalen through your reporting process in that story?
It's incredible how humble he is. Like he one of the stories I wanted to put in there but didn't allude to was when I interviewed him after the game against the Warriors in San Francisco. And obviously Dante and Josh, they're gonna mess with their old Villanova friend, right? And they were kind of giving him a hard time about, being this new star after the game. And I could kind of tell he wasn't really comfortable with that. Like he just, his parents have done an amazing job raising him to be extremely humble. Everything goes back to the team. When you talk about him being an all-star, I don't get there if it wasn't for my team. Commercials, I don't get there if it wasn't for my team. Everything is about the team. And if you think about the flamboyance of some of the biggest stars in New York history, the Babe Ruths, the Jeters, the Namaths, right, the LTs, and Patrick Ewing, like he's not that, right? He's not going to come out there and dress flamboyant, say anything flamboyant, put any bulletin board material. He's not even saying a lot of jokes, kind of milquetoast in his interviews, right? But he's very, very proud of what he's been doing. Yet he's also like, I'm as good as my last game. I'm not going to get too excited, get too high, too low. And I think that's what makes him such an interesting star in New York, is because he's not seeking the bright lights of Broadway. He's not going to be out there dancing with the fans after the great wins, right? He probably just sneaking into his private car and heading out to, I'm guessing, Westchester. He probably keeps it low key and doesn't do what McDyson live in Manhattan, right? He probably lives out, and so he's, it's easy to go to New York and take that stardom and rise and just rise above the city, but he has no interest in doing that.